Welcome today, Friday, beautiful day. So first of all, I'm up $95 and I traded 3 tickers today. Here you see the exact P&L of each ticker. I lost 2 trades and a nice winner on DEX. Before I dive into the setups, let's just look at the overall stock market. We are beautifully trending up since April, but the overall market is very choppy. People who are trading the futures, I would not know how to trade the overall market. It is very choppy. For long-term investing, this is all great. For day trading, trading this type of price action is quite challenging, but luckily I don't have to trade the overall market when I just can trade individual tickers, large cap and small caps. So first of all, let me just get into the 2 losers. This was by the end of the day. I saw here was a possible squeeze. Volume came in. Here I tried to go upwards, but I saw we didn't get the move and then I just immediately got out. So a loss of $10, not too bad. I tried a similar setup pre-market and this was a little bit slightly frustrating because we saw here, this was a perfect entry pre-market right here. It is a $0.50, it is a resistance area. That's not necessarily how I play, so yeah, fortunately also lost this trade. Usually this is the type of unfortunate trades when your TP just gets missed and then later by the end of the day, this is just as I see it right now. Yeah, as I see it here at the close, we have here a massive squeeze upwards. I'm not trading anymore at 3 o'clock. It's a beautiful setup, not gonna lie. So this was a little bit unfortunate because my TP just got missed, and that is life sometimes. Sometimes things happen and you just miss your TP. That's why this is also a reason why this particular setup that I trade has a lower win rate, because I go for the big wins. So as a result, my win rate will be lower, but when I win way bigger. So if you want to have a higher win rate, it's just a question of take sooner profits. If I have a risk to reward of 1-to-1, well, then my profit would already be in here. But obviously with a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, I also cannot get these beautiful trades. This was actually very great one. So here we had good earnings on DEX. We had some positive earnings news. You can see that pre-market gap massively up, got immediately sold off. So this is also a sign here, some quite big resistance. Can look at the daily chart. We also have resistance a bit higher up, but there's obviously always a possibility that we can squeeze higher. So at the open, I was building here my position short. We see these rejection candles very clearly. So I thought I missed my entry. So I took half of my size, and then at a better entry, I took full size. And then my first TP was on VWAP. If VWAP would break with some volume, because I'm already in a position, I tend to be a bit more aggressive with my ads. So I covered here at VWAP, and then when we broke VWAP, I added back to my position, covered again a bit later, exactly at my TP profit taking rules, and I let the rest just run, where I had my stop loss right above VWAP. Here would have been an argument to add back to my position. For this test of VWAP would be an argument to add more to go down, but I didn't like this particular ad for the main reason that the S&P, as we saw, S&P is trending upwards, the market is overall trending upwards, so I tend to be less aggressive on the short side. And we also had positive earnings that gapped up, yeah, in an overall bearish chart, but so there would be a possibility that buyers would step in, we break VWAP, and we can't end up like back at the 124 levels, and I did not want to have that, so I just let it run. And it is Friday, so I was like, hey, let's end beautifully green, and that's what I did. I have a gain of $114 on this particular ticker, and now my account is up. So I have a gain of $114 on this particular ticker, and I built my account up to $1,726. The most exciting part is the more I make, the more I will risk. So every time I risk 1 to 3% of my account size. It depends on the situation. Usually I like the 1%. Sometimes I need to give it more room, then I go for the 3%. And so that means now I'm risking $15 to, what is 345? A little bit less than 45, which is $38. That's my max risk per trade. And then when we go reach here 2000, then obviously we can increase that risk again to here $20, and this will be then well, let's say to $50, something like that, to $50. It's not gonna, yeah, no, it's not exactly 3%. I think 3% is still a bit too much to risk, but a little bit more than 2%, I'm willing to do that depending on the situation. So hope that's it for today. Ending the week with a green day, as always, is nice. So see you next week. Cheers.